the on-base percentage into this plate appearance and pummeling the ball back to left field. Goodbye. Scoring with a single his first time. Waits on a curve.
The hype's real. Freddie Freeman sending it out just after Mookie Betts connected with the solo home run to left field. It was a big home debut for Shohei Ohtani and the Dodgers as they beat the Cardinals 7-1.
Before, during, and after each home game, you'll see Kirsten Watson. She is the reporter who contributes to Sportsnet LA's game broadcasts. She also covers the post-game interviews and always gets the first question. Let's bring her in now. She's joining us. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
So how was the home opener? What was the energy like?
It was insane. I think when you think about just how this season has started, how, exciting but also crazy spring training was, for us to leave and go to South Korea to play 2 games there that counted, and have essentially our real opening day there, to come and experience what we had yesterday, it was absolutely fantastic. I mean, when you think about what it means to play in Los Angeles, I think that was what we saw yesterday. Everything from them walking the blue carpet, the fireworks, the flyover, the anthem, to have celebrities announcing the starting lineup. This is, it was spectacular. And the atmosphere, it was unforgettable, to be honest.
I always love when it's not a red carpet. It ties in, to the team. It's a blue carpet. And you were out there for all of it, as you said, just having so much fun. Can you describe that moment as they're all walking out, the reception from fans? Because really it does just come back to the fans, right, who have been so pumped up for this season.
Yeah, the reception was it was one of those moments where you could feel the electricity throughout Dodger Stadium. I think, how the Dodgers decided to have their families as the ones who were welcoming them onto the field was really special, because when you think about just what it means to be a baseball player and the grind of playing through 162 regular season games, they need the support system of the people closest to them. And then it's the support system of the organization and the fans. And I think while they're walking down that blue carpet, that's really what you're feeling. It was one of those things. I love what they decided to do with it. I was teasing some of the guys that we could have practiced our runway strut all the way through, but ultimately they had fun, they loved it. And I think it was really nice to have this being the first time the fans are getting to see them in Dodger Stadium.
Yeah.
It's a lot of old faces, but it's also some really spectacular new ones.
You could almost feel the energy through the screen. We weren't even there. The Dodgers proved yesterday the hype of this offense is real. So what are you looking forward to this season with this incredible lineup? We have Mookie, Shohei, Freddie going 1, 2, 3.
I am looking forward to a lot of wins, to be honest. I think we are going to be witnessing a lot of history with this team, whether it's another year in which they tie or break the career number of wins per season. I do think there's a really exciting opportunity for this team. They want to win. The last 2 years, we've seen a team that has similar goals, but ultimately could not finish it out when it came to the postseason. So this team, there's a fire in them now that you bring someone like Shohei Ohtani, who doesn't even have postseason experience. So there's another fire in him just as a personal goal to have that. I do believe that we will be seeing this team in the World Series. What that means, nothing is guaranteed in this league, so it'll be a challenging journey, and they do have a target on their back. They essentially always do have a target on their back, but yeah, I think I'll be doing a lot of walk-off interviews, which means there wouldn't be.
That'll be fun, right?
Yeah.
Well, speaking of that with your role, I think one of the most fun things when you cover sports is you get to know the players a little bit. You learn stories about them. You end up having some moments that you can tell your family and friends about. What's something fans don't really know about your role, or can you share a fun story?
Yeah, I would say the coolest thing about my role is that because I do spend so much time around the team, not only I get to learn so much more. So yes, there's what I'm learning in interviews and things like that and different stories, but I really get to see how our coaches and how these players are analyzing every single thing that they're doing and seeing just the interaction with each other. The amount of times you see a player come through after they're at bat, like they're immediately going to the player that's probably not immediately behind them, but maybe second or third down in the order from them. Just how much conversation and communication they're having, sharing feedback, being in a position like each guy, they care so much about each other. And I think often when you think about baseball, yes, it's a team sport, but it's such an individualized team sport. It's the pitcher versus a hitter. It's, when you're on defense, there's obviously more shared of a role because you have to, if it's a double play, it takes others to kind of complete the play. But just the amount of commitment and the amount of I don't know, it's a grind of a sport. And I think how you see these guys communicate with each other, navigating just kind of like their own relationships, their friendships, their teammates, all of that, how much information is coming into the organization, seeing that is just really fascinating to me personally. And like yeah, I know that's not like a specific story.
No, I love it. I think that's great.
Gives us a lot of insight. Well, thank you so much for joining us. It was nice to meet you, and we look forward to all of your interviews and coverage.
Thank you so much.